The Netherlands return to the European Championship stage with a great squad, a ridiculous defence, and a huge potential further forward. After a disappointing run at the last Euros, which saw them eliminated in the round of 16, Ronald Koeman has installed a renewed sense of belief with the Oranje. With star players captained by the ever-reliable Virgil van Dijk, the Dutch are looking to reclaim their place among the most respected national teams in the world. But can they navigate a tricky group stage and then overcome the super strong sides of France, England, Germany and Portugal in the later rounds to challenge for their first European title since 1988? The Dutch national football team has appeared in 10 UEFA European Championship tournaments. The 2024 edition will be their 11th outing. Since first qualifying for the 1976 finals, the Netherlands have failed to make the cut for 5 editions of the Euros, most notably Euro 2016 after a poor outing. Having participated in 10 European Championship tournaments with some ridiculous teams and players like Van Persie, Schneider, Van der Sar, Robben, Van Basten, to name just a few, it's quite surprising that the Netherlands have only won the tournament once. Holland's last outing at the European Championships was quite disappointing. The Dutchmen were eliminated in the round of 16 by the Czech Republic team, a team they were much better than. The Netherlands were simply not up to par at that tournament. After their exit, they received much criticism from the media. So the Netherlands will be wanting to shake off their poor last appearance and win the 2024 edition of the Euros, which will be held in Germany, of course, the same ground where they won their only European Championship trophy. But do they have what it takes? The Dutch have been in decent form in recent years. They were wonderful at the World Cup. They were at the top of their group and finished the group stage unbeaten. They defeated the USA in the round of 16 thanks to goals from Depay, Dumfries and Blind. Unfortunately, though, their run came to an end after they lost to Argentina on penalties in the quarter-final. This was the first defeat suffered by the Louis van Gaal side since June of 2021. They went more than 15 months unbeaten. Even after the World Cup, the team continued to look promising. This fine form was also displayed at the Euro qualifiers. The Netherlands won all their qualifying matches, but the 2 matches against France. During the qualifiers, they were in great attacking form, scoring 17 goals. They were also good defensively, though, keeping 5 clean sheets while conceding only 7 goals, 6 of which were against France. The Netherlands will be relying on the capabilities of experienced players like Van Dijk, Depay, Gakpo, De Ligt, Ake, and of course great youngsters like Xavi Simons, Bart Verbruggen and Ryan Gravenberch at the Euros. With these great players, they could certainly go very far. Ronald Koeman, a member of the 1988 Netherlands team that won the Euros and the current coach of the squad, also shares this sentiment, saying, "Of course, we are not the big favourites, but I think it's not very far away from those who are," he told Dutch television recently. "If you fight hard for it and things go well during the tournament, then it is possible. Nothing is impossible, but it has to go well. There will always be moments of luck that could turn things in your favour or not." Truly, with the class of players the Netherlands national team can boast of, anything is possible. Let's talk about this defence. Unreal. Virgil van Dijk, the captain of the Dutch team, is without doubt one of the best central defenders in the world. According to Jamie Carragher, Van Dijk is a better centre-back than Haaland is a striker. He's the leader and the rock at the heart of the defence of both his club Liverpool and the national team. He's the best defender in the Premier League, arguably. He led the Premier League in 23-24 with an 81.4% aerial duel win percentage and was nominated for the Player of the Season award. Van Dijk's positioning, strength and judgment are of such high quality that he rarely resorts to needing a sliding tackle. He's established himself as one of the best centre-backs the world has ever seen and was an indispensable figure in Klopp's Anfield tenure. What sets Van Dijk apart from his peers is his distribution of the ball and organisation of the defence. Van Dijk will be an important asset for the Netherlands national team at the 2024 Euros. He will be the controller of the defence and the team at large. But the players around him in defence are crazy too. 5 at the back, which is likely under Koeman, include Jeremy Frimpong, who's played 47 matches across all competitions in the just concluded season, and Frimpong was of great importance in the Leverkusen squad. During their invincible season, he had 26 goal contributions. However, with Koeman's love for Dumfries at right wing-back, who, to be fair, has had an excellent year with Inter winning the domestic double, the same as Leverkusen, but Frimpong has been instrumental for Xabi Alonso, and the fact that Ronald Koeman has always chosen Dumfries is the reason why he may not start. Dumfries has played on the left side before, which we think is the route that Ronald Koeman should take, which will allow Frimpong to continue his excellent form into the Euros at that right wing-back position. But that's not all. The other two centre-backs will be Nathan Ake, who's been Mr. Reliable for Pep and Man City this season, and Mickey van der Ven, who's been one of the best rising stars in the Prem since his arrival at Spurs. With a defence like this, it will be very difficult to score against them for any team. And, like Sir Alex Ferguson once said, attack wins you games, but defence wins you championships. Like Van Dijk, Frenkie de Jong is another world-class player in the Netherlands squad. However, the news has just dropped that Frenkie will be out for the entire Euros due to an ankle injury that he sustained in April and has not fully recovered from. This is, of course, a big blow for the Netherlands, and the weight of Frenkie's shoulders now falls on other team members. The likely players to start in the more defensive role, Schouten and Veerman, who limited their most recent opponents, Iceland, to just one shot on target. If the team needs more creativity, Liverpool's Ryan Gravenberch can step in and try to drag his country to the Euros trophy. But can they do it without Frenkie? The team still has quality in all areas of the pitch, despite this big disappointment. Simons is not an unknown name in the world of football. The world has been drawn to his talent since his days at La Masia, where he was termed the next Iniesta. Not often do we see players hyped at such a young age live up to their expectations, but Simons is definitely giving it a go. Xavi's technique with the ball is what sets him apart from the rest and makes him such a joy to watch whenever he's on the pitch. Capable of unsettling opposition markers with his dribbling intelligence in tight spaces, Xavi's composure on the ball is not only useful closer to the opposition penalty area, but also in his own half. Without a doubt, he is one of the best young players currently in the world. During the 23-24 season, Simons was the third highest goal scorer on his team, scoring 8 goals and providing 11 assists. With 11 assists, he had the second highest assist rate in the Bundesliga, while also ranking third with the most successful dribbles in the league. The youngster was also the second most fouled player in the league. He has been linked, of course, with transfers to Barcelona, Arsenal, Bayern Munich and other top-flight clubs. With a wonderful display at the Euros, he wouldn't only win the trophy, he would also secure his transfer. On paper, the attack of the Dutch is maybe the weakest part of the team. Although Memphis has been battling injuries in recent years, he's still well respected in the world of football. Cody Gakpo is another great asset for the Netherlands up front. Although he's not having the best of times at Liverpool, he's still seen as a decent Prem striker. Gakpo finished the 23-24 season with 16 goals and 6 assists and will be willing to remind the world of just how good he is at the Euros this year. Also up top, the Netherlands have pacey players that can cause any team problems, such as Doniel Malen and Steven Bergwijn. These players, along with Gakpo and Depay, may be looking to play intricate passes between each other and slot the ball home themselves, or they'll be looking to cross into the box and try and find the 6'6" Wout Weghorst's head for him to bullet them home instead. Either way you look at it, the Dutch are definitely a force to be reckoned with this year.